Well, we want to apologize for the technical issues we had in getting things set up, but all set and ready to go. The scoreboard is live. 26-8, start of second quarter. Dusty Lister with you here. Lone Peak Girls Basketball on KSLSports.com. Here's a steal for Herriman. And after a frustrating first quarter, Herriman gets on the board to start the second quarter. And this was a game a year ago in the semifinals. Remember, Lone Peak barely won. It was Ika that had the game-winning shot just like she did in the championship game. And a jump ball, and it'll be Herriman basketball with 7:31 left. Remember, that clock on the screen is unofficial. So let it roll down and get it synced back up at 7:25 left in the half. His Mon shot won't drop. Rebound taken by Kaylee Wilson. And the three good. As Kaylee Wilson for three. As we're still trying to get some things set here. So if I'm off on a couple of things, I really do apologize. But great thing about live feeds. We got a foul down low on Lone Peak. As there is a wonderful Lone Peak mom, as I got here earlier today, that helped me out as one of the most embarrassing things that happened. The Lone Peak parents were here, dropped a table that slid all the way down from the top of the stands all the way to the floor. So always want to thank our Lone Peak fans, always helped me out. She hurried right out to the floor and helped me out. That was super embarrassing, but free throw good here. As Murdoch comes in for Herriman. Well, big week for the Lone Peak girls, as they'll be going to the Holiday Hoop Fest at Lehigh. You'll see those games right here on KSLSports.com as Sarah Bartholomew gets that one to go. And a 19-point lead for the Knights. Up the floor is Colton Brinkley. I said Mon because she looks like Mon. That was the number for Mon for 3 years. That three won't go. That is Mariah Mons. Those Chessman missing on that end. On the other end, it is Woolston. Woolston takes that one all the way to the rim with the layup. Three from the outside. Mons can't get it to go. Rebound to Ika. Here comes McKaylee. Sarah backs her way in. A little jump hook is good for Sarah Bartholomew. As mentioned, the Lady Knights are going to have a great weekend this weekend. Get a chance to play Sierra Canyon and some others. As Mons backs things out with Kaylee Wilson. Mariah has nowhere to go. That ball off the hands of Ika. They'll stay here as it is Herriman ball. As Vaughn sends out Van Dyke. Dilson backs it out. And the shot clock goes off as a shot clock violation here on Herriman. So Lone Peak ball with 5:06 left in the half. Now, you might see the stream jump just for a second as we got to move some things around at halftime. Make sure you understand. We'll get it up, back up as can. As Woolston's three won't drop. Bartholomew fighting for the board. Tips in the hands of Kaylee Woolston. Sends back up top to Katie Lawrence. Back in Bartholomew, and now a jump ball or a foul. Yes, jump ball. It'll stay here. So Shawnee Nordstrom Woolston back to Shawnee in the corner. And Bartholomew with a loose ball foul. Remember, no such thing as over the back. Contact on the rebounds, a loose ball foul. So it is the 5th team foul on the Knights as we're 4.5 left rather in the half as Mons' pass goes out of bounds. As Tanavasa will come on for Kennedy Woolston is go up the floor with Shawnee Nordstrom. Tanavasa sends out Lawrence. Long on the three, but there's Bartholomew. She misses the bunny, but Tanavasa is there for the stat stuffer. Gets the offensive board and puts it up and in. And on the other end, that shot won't drop. Saved in by Tanuvasa, but in the hands of Herriman. 3 from the angle, won't go, and the rebound taken by Nordstrom. Lawrence inside Bartholomew, and Sarah is fouled. It'll be free throws for Sarah Bartholomew. Foul to Brown. So might go dark here for a second. As Bartholomew misses the first. As Bartholomew missed the first, hits the second. As Kaylee Rich will come on for Sarah. And Kenley Anger comes on. Long run of Anger sisters come through this program. Oldest sister went to Portland State. Broadcaster as well. And Stilson gets in the lane. Can't get it to go. Coach Smith wanted to foul, didn't get it. Here comes Ika. McKaylee down the lane and the layup. On the other end, Anger can't get the layup to go. Tanavasa with the board. Naya step through, laid in. As we go under 3 minutes. And a 30-point lead for the Lady Knights. Remember, second half, the mercy clock rule, they get up 35. Shot clock will continue to run. And the clock will only stop on timeouts and fouls. The new rule with the shot clock era beginning in the state of Utah is that shot won't go for Haley Hilton. Quickly ahead, Tanuvasa on the run out. Naya again. Little extra. I think that bump, step through and scores. As Naya last year we saw was really kind of stood outside, hit threes, and good to see her developing that low post game. Is Anger cut off by Rich. Kenley can't get that shot to go. Tipped out out of bounds off of Herriman. It'll be Lone Peak basketball. And then a steal by Ika. So you have 4 points on that possession as Mariah Mons takes the bump and is fouled with 1:10 left in the half. And how about the close of the half here for the Knights? So Mons at the line for 2 free throws. And the first free throw good there by Mariah. So Shawnee Nordstrom will come back on for Naya Tanuvasa. Second free throw good by Mariah. So, nobody home on that pass, but that is how the end of this half has gone. +1 for Woolston. That pass was not intended for where it went. But it ends up in the +1 here for Kaylee Woolston, who shoots well over 90% from the free throw line. I didn't even get off the jinx there. But Kaylee missed one of her 5 free throws that she'll have this year. Remember, her career average is well over 90%. She shot 95% as I believe it was a sophomore, was a national record. Last year it was like 94.6 or something. So seeing a missed free throw from Kaylee Woolston is a rare sight. There's a foul to Lone Peak. Put Ulibarri at the line for the front end of 1-on-1 as she got the first. And the second. Shawnee Nordstrom comes back the other end, lost that going up. It'll be Herriman ball. Van Dyke. Probably that's Morgan Groening. Now Mons working on Lawrence to drive, and then the foul on the drive will give Mariah Mons 2 free throws. The foul will go to Katie Lawrence. And Mariah hits the first. And the second. So Shawnee will hold. Shot clock is off. 13 seconds left in the half. Lawrence into the corner. Woolston. Lawrence for 3. No. Kaylee with the board. And then a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Herriman. With 1 second to go. Groening at the horn. And that'll do it. Oh, almost got on the bounce. That'll do it for the first half. We go to the locker rooms. It is Lone Peak 50, Herriman 18. You're watching Lone Peak girls basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. And welcome back. Dusty Lister with you here from Herriman High School. Started the second half. It was quite the end of the half for the Lady Knights. Michaela Ika send over here to Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee off on the 3 to rebound to Naya Tanuvasa. Naya back inside to Shawnee. It was a good defensive pressure there from Enger. And the rebound with Murdoch on the rebound, but they steal the Tanuvasa. Shawnee back to Naya, lob into Kaylee. Couldn't get it. Oh, nice job of just keeping her head up and finding Sarah Bartholomew. Remember, in the mercy clock, we're not quite there, so 34 points. Stilson looking for the foul, didn't get fouled. Here comes Ika. Tanuvasa will stop for 3 and hit. Naya Tanuvasa. So Anger over to Mons. Mariah says back up top, straight away for Murdoch. Shot won't fall. Rebound in the hands of Woolston. Here comes Tanuvasa. Naya goes into Bartholomew. Ika. Nordstrom in the hands of Kaylee Woolston. 3 won't drop. A rebound taken. Brinley Murdoch. And good defensive pressure forces the turnover. Should mention this was a game in the state tournament that Herriman really played extremely well. Played great defense. They shortened the game down. And Lone Peak able to win in the end. Off, I said, the crazy shot from, well, not even really overly crazy, but the Kaylee Ika had that runner that sent Lone Peak to the championship, where she then hit the game winner in overtime. Still so nearly with the steal, and she got it. And got a double dribble. She had lost it, got it back. So we'll go back to Lone Peak. Kaylee comes off the screen. Woolston jump stop in the lane and got it. Makes Kaylee Woolston the best girls player in the state. And will play for Coach Whiting at BYU. As Mons gets that ball inside. Murdoch can't get the bunny to drop. Here comes Nordstrom. Shawnee down the lane. And Shawnee Nordstrom with the lay-in. Got to make a correction. Maybe Dane did this last week. I incorrectly said, and again, against Timpview, that she's a future UVU Wolverine. Not the case. She has yet to commit. Got a lot of options. And she also has another year of high school basketball, does Shawnee Nordstrom. So make sure we clarify that. There's that 3 off the mark, saved in by Ika. Here comes McKaylee. Exit pattern. We'll send it back up top to Tanuvasa. Naya hands off to Ika. McKaylee. Oh. Good job by Kaylee to get her hands on that ball. Bartholomew. Straight away to Tanuvasa. Naya with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bartholomew. Kiss it off the window, a little strong, and the rebound taken by Murdoch, and then stolen by Tanuvasa. McKaylee Ika can't get it. Tanuvasa still battling for the loose ball, saves it back to Ika. McKaylee in the lane, over to Woolston. Best friend connection as Woolston hits the little J off the pass from Ika. And they're the 2 best friends that anyone could have halfway through the third. And that shot won't go, but will stay here. The ball goes off of Bartholomew. I don't expect our Lone Peak fan base to get that joke, but there's ones that will. There's ones that will, and then there's some that won't admit it. Littleberry sends that one to Anger, and he can't get that one. He's had a couple shots right at the rim, couldn't get it to go. Got the rebound, and timeout granted to Coach Smith. So timeout on the floor. And we'll be right back. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
So Lone Peak with a steal on the inbound. On the other end, Katie Lawrence can't get it. Kaylee Wilson with the extra possession. Tanuvasa sends out to Shawnee Nordstrom, and she's got caught there. Shawnee got caught between decisions and traveling violation. A rare hiccup tonight for the Knights. And then a rare mistake there by Shawnee. Didn't have the shot clock running. So the shot clock can get fixed, and then we'll go back to play. So I mentioned getting the early going of the season, getting used to the shot clock and game clock timing. Well worth the investment to try to figure out everything. As Mariah sends back up. There's Haley Hilton back to Enger. Enger's shot won't go, tipped out, and tracked down by Tanuvasa. Here's Naya. Step through, left hand, no. Rebound to Kaylee Rich. And the putback is good. And that shot won't fall. It'll put Mariah Mons at the line. And the foul will go to Tanuvasa. And Mariah misses the first. So Kenny Wilson will come back on. And Mons hits the second. Try to get that in, does to Nordstrom. Shawnee sends out. Lawrence, three just wouldn't drop. And again, the extra possession, the lone peak and a fresh shot clock. 30 seconds. Kaylee, little floater won't go, and a rebound taken by Brown. Inside of 2 minutes left in the quarter. Foul again on Lone Peak. Second foul of the quarter. And that foul will be charged to Shawnee Nordstrom. So Nordstrom and Candy Rich will come off. And then we'll foul to Katie Lawrence. As Brindley Murdoch will come on. Murdoch, a little blind pass picked off by Lawrence. Katie leaves it for Woolston, Ika, into Bartholomew. Sarah goes back out to Kaylee. Kaylee fires up the three, a little long, and the rebound taken by Enger. Kylie gets inside, blocked by Bartholomew. And taken away by Sarah. The final minute coming up here in the third quarter. Oh, Kaylee shuffled her feet. She knew it as soon as it happened. And a rare mistake there from Kaylee Wilson. The Hill Street comes on for the first time. Stilson left that one short. And it is Street coming up with the offensive board. Sent out to Stilson. And she pulls for three off the mark. And it'll be Lone Peak ball. As we near 30 seconds left in the third. Shot clock is off. There's another dominant performance from Lone Peak. The reigning 6A champs. And off Wolson, undefeated season. The streak will continue. Sent out to Kaylee for three. No. Rebound to Lawrence. 5 seconds. We're part of 1 second, rather. And shot won't go for Bartholomew as we head to the fourth quarter. In Lone Peak 63, Herriman 19. You are watching Lone Peak girls basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heinemann Associates. Start of the fourth quarter. Dusty Lister with you here as it'll be Herriman basketball as Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. I want to remind you, let you know we've updated our YouTube page. We've got everything archived to our YouTube page. You've been going to high school Rewind for nearly 10 years. You'll now go to Rewind Sports Network. We have some big announcements going to come up. What's going to be happening on that YouTube page you want to be paying attention to is Shawnee leaves that one for Bartholomew, and Sarah with another bucket, another big night for Sarah Bartholomew. But some big things coming up here on the Rewind Sports Network on YouTube. So again, it's at Rewind Sports Network on YouTube, where this game will be archived. But we'll see it right here on KSLSports.com, our official home. Dana and I will have videos coming out. But to let you know, on the Rewind Sports Network, we're going to have pretty close to, we'll have 26 games this week. That's including tonight. We'll have all 16 games from the Holiday Hoop Fest. We're going to have games on Thursday night from the Falcon Classic. We'll have Copper Hills games the remaining Friday and Saturday there. We'll also have the Davis game against Hunter on Thursday, and then the Davis tournament. We'll have the Dart games right here on the KSL Sports Network. So, big weekend of basketball in the state of Utah, and we'll have them all right here on KSLSports.com, your home for online championships and your home of the Rewind Sports Network. Cross court three for Kaylee Woolston. I mentioned that much more she can do in her senior year. She's been a 4-year starter for Coach Nancy Celius, and every year this team got better. They get the state tournament for the RPI. The next year, her sophomore year, region champions. Got to the quarterfinals. Her junior year, got to the semifinals. Senior year, win the championship as Kaylee misses on that short range shot. They'll go undefeated as a junior, beat maybe one of the best teams in the state's history, Maggie Mendelson and Gardner. As that shot will go, that classic overtime game last year. As Shawnee goes for three, back rim, rebound to Wilson. Oh, nice pass to Nordstrom. Rare miss for Shawnee, got it back, sent out to Ika. McKaylee, strong on the three. Another offensive board to Woolston, and Candy can't get it. Lone Peak got 5 looks at the rim, can't get in the drop, as there's nearly a rugby play there by McKaylee Ika. Member of the, she was invited to the Tongan national team. And because of scheduling conflicts, McKaylee wasn't able to fly out for it. But so the rugby play wouldn't have been that far off. There's a lot of our Tongan fans out there want me to mention that rugby is owned by Tonga over Samoa. If I had that right, maybe it was the other way around. Samoa over Tonga. I had that one. I'll get everyone mad at me. Don't hate me. There's Kelly Woolston with another three. 71-20. That was not a dig. That was a total mishap on my end. Just make sure that's understood throughout that rivalry. So it happens when you don't research information you put out there. That won't go. It'll be Mariah Mons at the line as we'll have a few substitutions coming in for Coach Nancy Warner. As Mons misses on the first. Good to see Mama and Papa Celius in the building tonight. It's not a rare sight, but a lot of times there's a kind of miss that they're here. A chance to to see and meet them during the Utah Top 50. Of course, the championship games were at Fitness Smart Home Arena, and get a chance to talk with both of them and all the supporters there as we do here on the streaming side of things. As the free throw's good, and again, we'll be in the mercy clock rules here in the fourth quarter, so the clock will only stop on timeouts and free throws. As Mariah Mons comes off the Murdoch, gonna let that shuffle go, and that three good for Street. And a game like this, let the shuffle go, it's okay. Not a, as the kids say, NBD. It's Tony Vasa. Back up top to Lawrence. Kennedy Woolston, that one slapped away. Mons ahead to Stilson. Stilson goes at Lawrence and scores. And timeout on the floor. We'll take a look. 3:56 left. Oh, I thought the clock would start like it does in football as soon as they hand it off. So we'll get the clock synced back up at 3:50. So 3:55 on a rolling clock. We'll sync it up at 3:50. I want to make sure I correct myself. Haley Burbage with the bucket for Herriman. As we're going to have some new Knights get on the floor as Tanuvasa misses on that one, and the rebound taken by Morgan Groening. Burbage tried to fit that inside the Mons, slapped away by Woolston. Ulibarri tracked it down. Now it is Mons. The J won't go. Burbage with the board. The putback won't go. And the rebound, Tanuvasa. But we're going to have a reach-in foul on Street. The substitutions will come in for both Lone Peak and Herriman. And then we pray that online rosters are accurate. So if we miss some of the new substitutions names, I'm going to apologize now. I'm just hoping that everything's accurate on the online rosters. This is Pope on the angle. Baseline J from Woolston won't go. And a rebound taken by Herriman. And it is Ava Moore with the board. So up top with Street. Ulibarri. Back up top to Moore. Moore trying to fit that one on the backdoor cut. Taken away by Lone Peak. Woolston fired ahead to Lawrence. Katie, little jump shot layup won't go. And the rebound cleared out by Haley Hilton. (71-27). 3:15 on a rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. The Street sends that one up top. The shot Ulibarri won't go. And the rebound cleared by Katie Lawrence. And Sam Pope got inside for the easy two. Ulibarri faces up on Lawrence, send to the corner. Three on the way from Moore. Nearly kissed that one off the window, Larry Bird style. Didn't get it. So Lone Peak will be taking on Centennial, Nevada, on the nightcap on Friday night. The game will tip off at 8:45. Again, those games will be at Lehigh High School, part of the Hoop Fest showcase. As Kennedy Woolston rolls in the three. Had every part of the rim on its way down. Final minute. And then they'll nightcap both nights. The nightcap on Friday against Centennial. They'll nightcap on Saturday, the final game of the Hoop Fest against Sierra Canyon. Yes, that Sierra Canyon from California. I don't think Bronny will be in attendance, but or any of the balls for that matter. Maybe. I don't know if there's a sister on Sierra Canyon or not. But that'll be a fun one, and 2 good tests for Coach Sellius' girls. 18 seconds. Shot clock to 9. Try to fit that inside to Rich, and jump ball. Possession will go to Herriman, and actually the clock will continue to run. Well, we're all stopping and starting here on the inside of the building. Inside the Mustang Fieldhouse, as I'm going to call it. 5 seconds. More blocked by Pope, and that'll do it. An impressive win for Lone Peak. It was the Knights 76, Herriman 27. Thank you for sticking with us through the technical difficulties at the beginning of this one, as we will see you from the Holiday Hoop Fest on Friday night. Again, final score, Lone Peak 76, Herriman 27. We've watched the Rewind Sports Network's coverage of Lone Peak girls basketball. Our player of the game presented by Heidemann Associates. I want to go with Sarah Bartholomew. Thought Sarah played well. We'll go at her and Naya Taunavasa. Thought Taunavasa hustled really well, opened up a lot of stuff tonight, but it was Sarah Bartholomew having a great game as well. For Austin Bigelow, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching Lone Peak girls basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com.